Hey guys, Sam with another
There
Midnight
you are, Hunter.
Marvel's
Please
Midnight
join
Sun.
me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
I can see that. He seems to be a man of good character, despite the claws.
Always thought his claws were his best feature. They protected us, Agatha and I. Could even say they saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
That must have been terrifying.
It was. But what was even worse was that they were Agatha's own grandchildren by her son Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her, or maybe worse.
If it came down to it, I'm sure you would have prevented Agatha from being taken.
I'm not so sure about that. 7 witches are a lot to fend off. I would have been outnumbered, just like I am now. Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground? Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Nice shirt. Too bad you had to die for it.
I admire how you have made...
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter. Emo kids for life.
Ah, Hunter, good to see you.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Hydra Mystics are opening a gate. You've got to stop them. There's no telling what might emerge.
past interest.
Just what I need.
It is time.
Whoever trained you did a damn good job.
That's one mystic out.
You attached to that. Let's dance. Hope you're ready.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
Dibs on the ugly one.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
That'll heal right up.
Dodge this.
A coward would hide.
Still with me? Let's do it.
Rip you a new one.
That's a neat trick.
Done waiting.
Fear death.
Kiss it goodbye. Nice. Fashion apparel.
down. I have felt this once before.
I think you got him.
Not the first time. How's that good for you?
I am impressed.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
Pain is only temporary.
Time to bleed.
We cannot be turned back.
Crude, but effective.
Leave some for the rest of us.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
I will never.
Got a man down here.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Behold their passage.
You probably could have pulled this off without me. Could do the trick. Now it's my turn.
A feeble effort.
That's one hell of a move.
Just what I need.
Shit.
That must have taken practice. run some kind of experiment on your face? I think he botched it. Should get the blood moving.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Let us take them down together.
Doesn't get much better than that.
We've done it.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
The wicked don't stop, but neither do we.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone ready to kick this off?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first, I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
Exactly. This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
the bloom represents the range of a fortress, the harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the Cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes. Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
Well, I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
On your way out?
Not just yet.
Same.
So, why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
I thought the Kree always won.
No, that's what the Kree convinced everyone to believe. We haven't lost until we start believing their propaganda. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
You leaving?
I am taking off.
Good meeting. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Actually, I didn't connect with it at all. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You didn't like it.
It's more that I didn't have the context. But you do, and you clearly like the book, so...
So...
I wanted to see it through your eyes. If you don't mind, I'd like that context.
I don't mind.
Okay, then.
Most of my time at Central is hurry up and wait. Stop by when I'm waiting. We'll talk.
I will.
Good?
Good. Hey.
Hunter, hello. Salutations.
After a good fight, I like to howl at the moon.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter?
What's good?
That is something.
Hypus was among the first of the Elder Gods born at the dawn of our world. And unfortunately for him, he was also the first among them to die.
How does
He was consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother, Set.
Lovely. Blade told me to mention your mother. That she is promiscuous. You were too weak for this fight. Stop me?
By consuming Hypus, Set absorbed his brother's power, but also triggered the downfall. Among the
and became demons.
The light will carry you onward. The advantage is mine. They cannot possibly match your strength. Welcome assistance. To do better than that.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods corrupted, a tomb was born and sent to energy back to the stars.
And now they watch in silence from above while I fight for their amusement?
Who am I to speculate on their intentions? So far, I'd say things have worked out to your benefit.
Leave some for the rest of us. Lilith would be embarrassed by that weakness. Our team is falling apart.
After this, you should be all the more prepared for whatever Lilith has planned in the coming days.
The light's gift. The power of the light. I am impressed.
shit like that. Oh.
What's happening, Hunter?
Thought it might be nice to get away from the others and not talk for a change.
So we are going to fight again?
Not exactly. You've proven you can handle yourself with a sword, Hunter. But a warrior's greatest weapon is their mind. Yoga requires discipline, balance, and control. 3 things I'm hoping you've got in spades. How about we grab a couple of mats and find out?
Agatha instructed me in multiple postures from the original sutras themselves. I would be happy to show you a few techniques.
Well, I didn't exactly learn my asanas from the mall, Hunter.
Okay, Blade. Let us do this.
Was hoping you'd say that. Now sit down, relax, empty your mind. Or as Magic likes to say, pretend you're Robbie.
What have you got for me, boss? Don't blink or you'll miss it. These should definitely give you an edge. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Find more coil, send it my way.
If you can be... Practice makes perfect.
New and improved.
Sounds relaxed.
We could go a few rounds.
Do your thing.
I miss it out in space, Hunter. It's less complicated.
The closest to the stars I have ever been was studying astronomy and astrology.
It's quiet between galaxies. No demons or aliens. Just you and the cosmic wonders. If I took you up there, what would you wish to see?
An alien race. I wish to learn the customs and cultures of a new species.
Well, the scroll can change shape. The Kree are kinda superior and can be jerks. Those two species are constantly at war.
That sounds too familiar.
I would recommend the Akanti. They swim through the void, graceful and pure, like whales. When they're dying, they throw themselves into suns to release their souls.
Sounds beautiful.
They are tough to find, but witnessing the Akanti is worth the effort. Assuming we survive your mom's reign of terror, I think I can arrange an intergalactic getaway.
How could I possibly say no?
A little extra motivation to stop Lilith never hurts. I can't wait, Hunter.
It's good to have you around again.
Maybe you need... Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter. Well, looky who it is.
Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and... bingo! There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one. Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the stock files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the Creepy Crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data. And then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Your time has come. It is all coming back to me. Going for it.
I mean, did you really expect to win? Here's one for ya.
Shoot up here!
Don't blame me. You started it.
For the mother. Her will be done!
I've been waiting for this.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Another batch of idiots coming in.
Behold their passage!
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Watch closely.
The mother protects us!
You're I'm gonna get you for that.
As ordered.
Where do they keep finding these guys?
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait. We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger? On that thing.
I would be more concerned about the mace.
Oh, I was getting to that. I just can't pull my eyes off it.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
You asked for it.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.